Hello Scorpio, so I'm doing your weekly reading for December the 7th to the 14th. As always with these reads on the Sunday, there are going to be timestamps in the description box below, so you can skip through anything that you feel is not relevant or appropriate for you, okay? So, Spirit Animal Guidance Message to begin with. The Lion and Control. And this one says, if you have any moderate aggressive impulses... Whoa, hold on. We're losing card decks a minute. I've got very limited space. So I've got like an armrest on the side of the desk there. And that's where I've been stacking some of my card decks. And I've got some here, and I got some here, and I got some there. And the pile, it just started sliding away. Oh dear, okay, I might need a bigger desk at some point. Right, so, as we were saying, if you have moderate aggressive impulses, this is an invitation to control your temper. Which tells me straight away, Scorpio, that it's likely, because, I mean, you're Scorpio, right? Yes, we do have a temper. However, it takes a lot for us to lose our shit. Right, it takes a lot for someone to trigger us. So it feels to me like someone has potentially been trying to, or successfully, pressing your buttons for the longest time. And you've been bottling it up, and then all of a sudden, right? Be very, 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 very careful of that, because if you do that, Scorpio, you're going to be playing right into their hands, which obviously you don't want to be doing, okay? So this is saying for you to redirect your anger, your frustrations, and those impulses, redirect those someplace else where it's going to serve benefit to you, okay? Because, again, it's like, look, none of us are angels, not by a long shot. However, when it comes down to our temper, that is very, very specific. That comes from being wound up for so fucking long, right? So it's a message about you reaching your breaking point. Somebody deliberately pushing you to get there, right? And it's very, very important that you do not lose your ever-loving shit. Okay, because you don't want to be playing into their hands. You're encouraged to explore how to express your needs or thoughts more openly and constructively to reduce your level of frustration. Now, again, it could be levels of frustration created by other people just purely taking the piss, right? You know how it goes. You know exactly the things that trigger you and wind you up. So you're going to know exactly what this is in reference to, okay? And of course, we all have different triggers and different points of contention, because we're all different people, right? But the overall energy is going to be the same, okay? Whether this is someone taking advantage of you and you've had enough and you snap, or, you know, someone pushing you, and like either or. The whole message here is you have to retain control of your own impulses, okay? And here's the thing as well with anger. A lot of people within the spiritual community will punt it as being a negative emotion. All negatives can be emotions. No. My brain's not on the correct way this morning. All emotions can be negative. And all emotions can be positive. Depends on what you do with it, right? Anger is the pieces of you that are reminding you that you deserve to be treated better. Okay, we're talking about justified anger here, not entitlement anger. That's a different kettle of fish. Okay, we're not talking about that. We're talking about justified anger. So with this one, it needs to be channeled and controlled properly. Otherwise, it will end up controlling you, which is what we don't want. Okay? We're going to see how the pieces of the puzzle all click together. We just need more cards, more information. So now I'm going to take a look at your rune message, and hopefully we'll get a nice crystal clear picture of everything that's going on. Also, anything that comes out of the tarot that you don't like the look of, it's completely within your power to change, okay, as always, because tarot is not in charge. It is not in control. It is literally just a temperature check, okay? You're the one that's in control. So, you've got 3 messages here. I did pull more because you didn't get a rune to start off with. You got one of the places, which is Niflheim, and it says veiled in chilling fog and mystery. So Niflheim is the opposite to, I think it was Muspelheim, which was the place of fire. I think, if memory serves correct. If I'm wrong, feel free to correct me in the comments below. I really don't mind. I know I make mistakes. But yeah, it's the opposite of that. So this is a place of frozen land where nothing will grow. But fear not, because again, this is not inherently a negative energy, right? There is a reason why we're being slowed down. There is a reason why certain things are being put on pause, okay? There is a reason why there's a bit of a slow creeping effect that's going on that pertains to growth, okay? It could be workload slowing down. Again, very valid reasons why. And especially when you consider the time of year that we're in. Okay, the festivities are literally just right around the corner. How the frick that happened so fast, I don't know. But I am starting to believe in that little joke about life being a lot like a toilet roll. The closer you get to the end, the quicker it goes. So the reason why things are slowing down, you will find in terms of business and career, the festivities, okay, people these days, they don't quite have as much disposable income as what they used to. So if you are in business, you can fully expect for things to start slowing down, okay? Unless, of course, you are specifically a festive themed business. And then in that case, it's going to be quite the opposite. And this is not going to be your reading, okay? So business and growth and career stuff, definitely expect things to slow down over the next coming weeks, okay? It will pick up again. On a personal level, this energy is saying, okay, Scorpio, listen, you've been working so hard. Now is the time for you to take this metaphorical slumber, if you will, okay? So it's not quitting, it's not giving up, it's just slowing down, it's just taking a breather, pause, hibernation. Like literally, it's hibernation energy, okay? Listen to what it is that your body's telling you. If you feel that you can't quite go at the pace that you used to be able to go at, again, listen to that and slow down, okay? Until you're feeling like you're doing, like you're doing better again. As you can tell, I've got my own health shit going on. So, yeah, fear not, okay? It's not all bad. There are very valid reasons why we've got this slow down energy, okay? Now, also with Niflheim, it's... search the brain. Primordial darkness, okay? Primordial darkness, cold, misty, foggy, ice, can potentially be a metaphor for the way that someone's feeling at the moment with it being primordial darkness, right? So if you're struggling, particularly with your mental health at this time, Scorpio, and again, given the season that we're in, it's quite common. You will find the end of October, throughout November, throughout December, and throughout January. That's where a lot of people tend to struggle with their mental health. Okay? If you don't believe me, go look at the statistics. especially if you're a man. Okay, it's obviously, I'm not saying it only affects men. I'm saying especially if you're a man. Between the ages of like 25 and 45, pay particular close attention to your own mental health. Okay? Again, it's like all of the dots are joining up. Okay? This is a reminder that nothing can ever stay the same. No matter how cold, dark, frozen, lifeless the situation might seem right now, it is not going to be that way forever. And if you don't believe me, check out the next two cards that came out with it. Very, very powerful energies, both of these. Both of them. Very sort of spring, summer-esque vibes, yeah? Which is growth, fertility, abundance, life returning, yeah? Things picking up again, especially with manas. If you're speaking in terms of traditional tarot, that would be the Hangman, that would be the Eight of Pentacles, and this one would be the Empress. Okay? So you can see how all the energies are unfolding. Yeah? Manas, mankind, communities, work, attention to detail, someone who's a professional, someone who's got very high standards, very, very busy. Yeah? So you got the slow down and then you got the busyness again. With this fertility, miracle growth, new beginning, bracket Empress-esque energy with Ingas. Ingas is miracles, first and foremost, miracles. Okay? So with the combination of these two, it's like your hard work meets opportunity, which equals good luck and good fortune. Okay? At the moment, though, the focus really needs to be on your own mental health, 100%. Especially where some little see you next Tuesday is sitting there trying to push your buttons. Do you know what I mean? So again, you can see how it's all coming together here. So what I'll do, I'll leave that one there. And I want you guys to really harness the energy of this Ingas throughout this reading. So I'm going to leave that one there. Okay. Literally says, fear not. Fear not. Right, I'm going to struggle with this deck. If you're not a regular here, then you won't know. I've got a love-hate relationship with this deck. I love it more than not, right? The messages and the pictures on it, absolutely beautiful. One of the best healing decks I've ever come across, right? The card stock and the card shape, not so much. Very, very difficult to work with. So it's just in case anyone's sitting there going, the fuck? Why are you shuffling that deck like an idiot? That's why. Okay. You got to trust me on this. If you don't own this deck, I can't even remember what it's called or who made it. It's probably a good thing. If it ever is published in a normal card stock, I'll buy 10 copies of them. I swear. Right. Okay, your healing crystal. Fluorite. So thankfully not one that is massively, massively rare or hard to come by. Right? Fluorite, absolutely beautiful. Organisation, clear and priorities. And this one says, structure can provide freedom, and fluorite helps organise your life from top to bottom, heightening focus and releasing unnecessary stress. Fluorite assists with bringing clarity into your life, lifting your, there it is, mental capabilities for crystal clear intuition and empowered decision making. Do you see what I'm saying about this deck? It's powerful as hell. It's amazing. It's just such a shame about the stock that they chose to use for it, and the shape. I understand it from an artistic perspective, but from a practical point of view, nah. But yeah, it mentions about your mental health right there, Scorpio. For crystal clear intuition and empowered decision making. By taking your discernment up a notch, fluorite protects against bad influences and psychic manipulation. Fluorite both grounds and lifts your energy, connecting your body to the earth and to higher spiritual awareness at the same time. Prioritize balance. And it's associated with Capricorn, Pisces, and the planet Mercury. Now, they could be aspects of your own birth chart here that are being heightened. Okay, so the Pisces aspect, that could be to do with your spiritual work, and the Capricorn aspect, that could be to do with your job and your career, your drives and your passions and your ambitions. Okay, Mercury, that's the planet of communication and of thought. The clues, it all matches up, doesn't it? All the clues are there. Your job is causing you a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety at the moment. So fluorite might be of benefit to you to help you organise everything that you need to do, and the stuff that can wait until later on to do with your job. That's not going to sit there, is it? Close enough. It'll do. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Right, let's take a look at the energies coming in. I was coming in for Scorpio, please. It's coming in for Scorpio Collective. I'm just going to shuffle this deck through, a few times. And then we're going to cut the deck. I'll leave that one there now, because obviously that's an important message that's wanting to come out. Right, so situation, why it's happening, your blind spot, what's working for you, how it's going to play out. Okay, reversed the ball. It's quite a dark card, that one. Ooh. Oh. That's why it's reversed. Accused of something falsely. Future arguments, expenses, fear of poverty, and harsh truths. I think we just found out what's affecting your mental health. More so than your job. More so than the stresses of day-to-day life. It's being falsely accused of something. Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, that's the worst thing. I mean, a lot of the other signs, they can easier. They find it easier to shrug off false accusations, right? Not easy, but easier. For a Scorpio, that's a fate worse than death, being accused of something falsely. It's like, come on, guys, if we're going to get accused of something, at least make it something real. Do you know what I mean? At least accuse us of doing shit that we've actually done. Someone has sat there and pulled a fairy tale out of the fucking sky about you. Made shit up. No facts, no proof, no evidence, no nothing. And from what I can make out, no trigger. That's insane. And it is going to cause future arguments. They're absolutely right. That's going to cause massive problems. Okay. hate that. I absolutely detest when people do that. It's so sickening. Anyway, we'll clarify that in a minute. Energy at the bottom of the deck, closed door, project has ended, or relationship, friendship has ended. Because of this. New phase, harsh lessons to learn, ignored something is blocking your progress. So instead of holding up the whole entire deck, I'm just going to take that deck away and hold this one up. Yep. You're metaphorically slamming that door in someone's face there. How dare they? How dare they sit there and make up nasty accusations about Scorpio? How dare they? What the fuck is wrong with people? What is wrong? Tell us more. What's this false accusations? Man, the amount of stress coming off that is insane. Yeah, it's no wonder that you had this message as your first card out. If you have moderate aggressive impulses, this is an invitation to control your temper. That's going to be hard. That's going to be one of the hardest things that you've ever done, Scorpio, is to not go up to that person and smack them one. I'll tell you, oh man, that just brings back so many horrific memories. It's unreal. Okay, can you tell us more about these false accusations? I will try and get through this one for you, Scorpio, okay? This is false accusations, Scorpio. 9 of Pentacles. I mean, that's about your achievements and your success. It could be to do with how you earn a living. Why isn't that camera working? There we go. This is false accusations. And the Ace of Pentacles. 9 to the Ace equates to the 10. But 10 of Pentacles is one of the apex cards. Home, family, job, security, long term. False accusations is to do with your lifestyle. What's 4 of Cups? That's rejection. You've got fulfilled energy, and then you've got unfulfilled energy. And right in the middle of it is this Ace of Pentacles, which is opportunities and beginnings. False accusations, King of Cups. If you've got a partner or a significant other in your life here, Scorpio, I mean, that is one of your cards, the King of Cups, then the false accusations are extending out to one of your loved ones as well, which is concerning because 9 to the Ace equates to the 10. It affects not just you, but it affects your entire family as well. Do you know what I mean? Tell us more about these false accusations, Scorpio. What is it the Scorpio's been accused of? 8 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. You're being accused of abandoning someone. You're being accused of running away from your responsibilities. I'm hearing lying as well. You're being accused of lying about something here. You're also being accused of... it's weird because it's to do with your job or your craft. And it's like how you're being accused of... you're not doing that either properly, or you're riding off of the back of someone else's success, and how it's not really your success, it's someone else's success, and it's all total bullshit. Because the cards are telling me here, 9 of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles, Scorpio, your success and your achievements are yours and yours alone. You've not been riding off of the back of anyone, and yet you're getting accused of that as well. It's like someone snidey sitting there going, Scorpio's not done all that themselves. There's no way. Well, it sounds like spite to me. Yeah, 7 of Pentacles. That's the card of investment. Can you tell us more about this 7 of Pentacles? What's this 7 of Pentacles that Scorpio's accused of doing? The Temperance. Temperance has come out squiffy. Taking someone's money. Yeah, the Tower at the bottom of the deck. It's like they're making out like you owe them something. And you don't owe them a goddamn thing. Tower. Oh, and there's strength. Yeah. Hold on tight, Scorpio. Okay. Like I said, it's imperative that you do not lose your temper with this person. Stay in control here. Okay, stay in control of your words. Articulate the facts here with this Queen of Swords, and you've got the Hangman under there as well. Okay. I'm gonna ask, who is this person? Who is this person that's bullshitting about Scorpio and chucking false accusations around about Scorpio? Who are they? An 8 of Swords. It could be a Gemini, doesn't have to be, but it's someone who is definitely unhinged. They're definitely unhinged. Who is this person that's throwing accusations around about Scorpio? Whoa. Okay. Ace of Cups, interesting. The King of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles, Hangman, Queen of Pentacles is a couple. It's a couple. It's probably a married couple that's doing this. Okay. Or they could just be a couple of people who have been working together for many years, or have been like intimately together for many years, right? You've got Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. You've got Taurus. You got Virgo, Pisces, Capricorn. But the strongest is Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn, Sagittarius. That's the strongest. It's that 8 of Pentacles there. It's that one. That's okay. The initiator is the man. Yeah, the initiator is the man, because the man's in love with you. Whether you're a man or a woman doesn't matter, right? This could be, like, say if you're a man and you're watching this, then that's going to be a gay man who is pretending to be straight and is kidded up with a woman, right? That, because the temperature on that one, and in particular that one, it's really, do you know what I mean? Really, really hot. So it's the man who's initiated these false accusations. It was the man's idea. It was their idea to attack you because they're in love with you. Might be somebody that you currently work with or worked with before in the past, or met at work, met at a job. Okay? Because they're wanting you, they can't have you. And it's like they're trying to appease this woman over here, this possible Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn woman. They're trying to appease her and make out like, oh yeah, you've got nothing to worry about. Do you know what I mean? You've got nothing to worry about with Scorpio. So they're dragging your name through the mud to try and save their own skin, and to cover up the fact that this person is wanting you. and can't be with you. So I was right. It is spite and it is jealousy. It's initiated by this man, but this woman's keeping it going. This woman is the one that's unhinged. Hold on. I mean, they're both unhinged. They're both massively unhinged. But it feels hotter there. She's got issues. She's got massive mental issues, whoever that woman is. Like, everyone's a threat to that one. Everyone's a threat to her. Even someone's pet is a threat to her. But that man's initiated it. That's where it's come from. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, close the door on that, Scorpio. If you're friends with this person or whatever, no. Closed door. Okay, that's the situation. You're cutting them off. No questions asked. You're just done. Olive branch. Okay. Why this is happening? Here's the thing. Forgiveness and moving forward. Listen, forgiveness is what you make it. Okay. I always say, forgive yourself for not have known any better at the time. Forgive yourself for have given certain people the benefit of the doubt when perhaps maybe they didn't deserve you giving them the benefit of the doubt. Okay. Self-forgiveness is key. Time for you to move forward, right? So they're keeping it going, because apparently, Scorpio, it's time for you to move forward now. It's time for you to end this cycle, end this situation once and for all, okay? Agreements and justice, success, tight circle of family and friends, and love. Yeah. Trash taking itself out. Course. Can you tell us more for why this is happening? Oh, shitting hell, that's landed in my lap and it was squiffy. The Queen of Cups, and that came out squiffy. Why this is happening? Because you need to be far more selective about who you choose to let in your closest, most intimate circle. Far more choosy. Yeah, the Sun reversed because they're miserable as fuck. And the Eight of Wands. Oh... Hold on. Because that Eight of Wands is coming right at you. What's that Eight of Wands? The Chariot. You've got a Cancerian here who's coming right at you. They're miserable. They're angry. They're upset. They're upset with you. Why are they upset with you? Because they are part of these false accusations here. Don't trust this person. If they come in offering you anything with that Page of Pentacles energy, do not trust them. No. Tell them no. Four of Pentacles off center. No. You're not interested. You're not listening. There's this Cancerian that's likely going to be asking you also for your forgiveness. Again, up to you what you do with that, Scorpio. Not my job, not Tarot's job to tell you what to do. Okay? Especially when it comes down to the topic of forgiveness. Right? It's up to you what you do with this. You've got a Cancerian coming at you. I'm not seeing any real apology. I'm seeing excuse after excuse after excuse without the apologies for the part that they played in these false accusations about you and against you. Right? No apology, just excuses. And asking for your forgiveness. Yeah, King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Because you've got a good heart. You do. You know you do. Right, what's in your blind spot? Okay. The vase or the vase. Pleasant encounters, pure feelings, fulfillment in love, value in oneself, focus, determination, rebirth and home in your blind spot. So there's good news when it pertains to your home, your family life, your health. There's good news when it pertains, excuse me, little hiccup, to like certain friends of yours as well. You've got friends coming in giving you good news and celebratory stuff. You've got some of your friends celebrating with you because they've recently met someone new. They're moving in with someone, or they've set a date to actually finally get married after being together with their person for a long time. You've got wedding invitations here, definitely. You've got christening invitations. You've got birth announcements here also. You've got all of this beautiful, beautiful vibes going on when it pertains to your house, your home, and your family. You've got so many things here to celebrate, and it's in your blind spot because Spirit's reminding you about what is truly really important, okay? You've got these assholes who are trying to take center stage in your life when you've got all of this beautiful energy going on. They can get right to fuck. They can. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. They're not coming in and creating all that chaos in your life. No. Look at how much beautiful things you've got going on in your own world, Scorpio. Fulfillment in love, pleasant encounters, right? You could be going through your own rebirth process here as well. Your home could be going through a rebirth. Again, take it as it resonates, but you've got all of this beautiful, beautiful energies going on. You don't need, no, you don't need that. Bear with me, Scorpio. Bear with me. I've got loads of cards that just landed on the floor. Hold on. They've all come out squiffy as well, every single one of them. Right, okay, I think I got them all. Right, that's how they all landed, right? I got to pay particular attention to the orientation that the cards come out in. The Six of Swords, squiffy. The Six of Cups, squiffy. And the Emperor, I told you, didn't I? I said it was the man. Didn't I? This is a setup. This is a setup. Masculine energy from your past who's never been able to forget you or let you go is now doing a U-turn back into your life to cause disruption, to try and cause waves. Why are they causing waves? Because your life, from what I can make out, is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful, and you've got everything going for you, and you've had a lot of things go right, and it's in your blind spot, although I very much suspect that you know that this person's going to try and crawl back in. Okay, what's working for you? The stars. Freedom, dreams coming true, divine guidance, enlightenment, good luck, destiny. Why have you got enlightenment twice? Look, enlightenment. So double enlightenment then. Fuck me, that's enlightened. But yeah, was working for you, Scorpio. Your dreams coming true, right? You reaching your targets, your goals, being successful. Right? What's working for you is you continuing to work on your own healing journey. Okay? You can tell us more about what is... Thank you. The Two of Cups, yeah. Focus on what you got. Yep. Exactly. Two of Cups, focus on what you've got. That's a good partnership. That's a lovely connection, a strong connection, a healthy relationship here, okay, especially with the star. That's what's working for you. What's working for you is you're either already involved in a healthy relationship or you very soon will be, and you don't need this little fucker, whoever that is, okay? Whoever that is, you just do not. No. What else is working for Scorpio, please? Cute. The Knight of Cups, the World. And the Nine of Cups, yeah, wish fulfillment and happiness. Wish fulfillment twice. With the Star and the Nine of Cups, okay? Wish fulfillment twice. Close out this cycle, give yourself closure, and remember what I said about the whole self-forgiveness malarkey? Yeah, that combination there, the Knight of Cups and the World, that's self-forgiveness, that's closure, okay? What's working for you? You closing out this cycle and moving on. You creating a lifestyle that you're happy with. A lifestyle that contributes to your happiness with beautiful, kind-hearted individuals who have got your back every single step of the way. Okay. How this is likely going to play out, the Hammer, building something positive, justice, finding solutions to a difficult problem, breaking things down into smaller steps. You guys, the truth is coming out. Whatever you were falsely accused of doing, right? The truth is coming out about that. So it's likely that that couple is trying to do damage control at the moment as well. Yeah, the Four of Swords. You staying out of it. You not getting involved with it. You're protecting yourself. You're protecting your own peace, your own sanctuary. You recognise that there's no need to go over and over and over whatever this is that's happened, and you do get justice. You absolutely do. You're building a positive life, a successful life with that Hammer. Now, Hammer can be a tool or a weapon. Again, it's like emotions. Depends entirely on how you use it. Yeah. The Seven of Cups. You have many, many, many options laid out before you here, Scorpio, and you're choosing what is healthy and what is positive. You're choosing the paths that are going to produce something good and honest. Likely, you're not going to get involved with this. Yeah, see, Three of Swords. This couple tried to destroy you. They tried to ruin you. They tried to ruin you. Yeah. The Five of Wands underneath that one. The amount of trouble and drama and chaos that they caused was unfucking believable. And it all stemmed from one of them being afraid to lose you and the other one afraid that you were going to take the other person away, with the Moon and the Ace of Wands. Love rivalry and jealousy. They tried to ruin your life because of love rivalry and jealousy. You fucking kidding me? How old are they? 3? Shitting hell. What is wrong with people? You keep doing you, Scorpio, because you're doing fantastic. Okay? You're doing absolutely brilliantly. The only thing I'll say here is definitely yes, do focus more on your own mental health. Okay? Make sure that you're giving yourself the time, the care, and the attention, and the grace that you're needing at this time. Okay? What else? Yeah, if you find yourself constantly seeing reoccurring numbers or words, then it's a sign that you're being supported. So you're being supported, Scorpio, cared for by spirit, by the universe, and divinely protected by the universe. Beautiful things are about to happen to you, right? Beautiful things are about to happen to you. You cannot afford to allow that shitty-ass couple, the swamp-dwelling, nose-picking, butt-licking, weird-ass couple destroy what you've been building up in your life. Okay? You can't do the same thing over and over and expect a different result. Change comes from thinking thoughts that you've never thought before and showing up to meet them down streets that you've never walked before. Yeah, so take the path less journeyed, and that's where you'll find the most success. Okay, I need to get you a full healing message for this one. Have a healing message for Scorpio, please. Lay of the Land, Ancestral Wisdom, number 34. Past lessons, being well informed, and ancestral wisdom. Yeah. It ties in. There are times when you're meant to discover and explore new terrain in your life, even to be part of a wave of change. This is one of those times, and what you're contemplating is perhaps new to you, but others have well-laid, worn paths and have left the wisdom for you to rely and reflect upon. This is so you have a better understanding of the potentials and the possible pitfalls on your journey. When you know the lay of the land, you're better able to fully experience what is being offered to you. This is a wonderful time to seek a mentor or to get good advice from an expert or an elder. That way you'll be able to meet life's opportunities and challenges well informed. Knowing you have a map, now you can be curious about what else is here. This is a path that promises success in all areas. Where others before you have dared to tread, you will discover the treasure that they have left behind to make your own. Wow. Yeah. I feel that one's saying, take the good advice that has been offered to you, okay, from those who've been through similar situations, from your ancestors, from the spiritual energies, okay? Because I do feel that the universal entities, I should say, have been bombarding you with signs and signals and warnings and stuff, that these two little fuckers were snooping around, and you've been getting warned about what they've been doing and this, that and the next. If you've already dealt with them, then you've been getting warned that they're coming back to try it all over again. Okay. Take the advice that has been given to you in good faith. Okay. Focus on what is important right now. You have to sort out your own priorities, okay? Yes, it is absolutely soul destroying when people sit there and spread false accusations. It's incredibly damaging, right? People have legitimately taken themselves off the planet, if you catch my drift, before, through being falsely accused of shit, right? It has happened, and it has happened time and time and time again. You're one of those where you almost did that because of those people. You're getting justice, right? They're getting exposed. They're trying to do damage control. It's not going to work, right? It's just not going to work. You get the justice that you've been needing. However, your focus on them is not a priority. Your priority is building up your life and as being as successful and as genuine as what you can possibly be. Okay? That's where your priorities are. Whew. Heavy read. Okay. So yeah, let's uplift the energies by taking some wonderful words of wisdom from the shitty deck. Of course, swearing and sarcasm is included, so if those things offend you, then you just don't have to listen. Right, if you want to soar, climb that mountain, run faster than you've ever ran, then you need to get rid of all of the shit that weighs you down. Yep. When you remember everyone is dealing with their own shit on different levels, you start to realize that your shit isn't as bad as what you thought it was, and that this shit will soon pass. And all the good ones are a little crazy and have been through some terrible shit that could have broken them. But instead of playing the victim, they've transmuted their shit into some incredible growth. Yeah, that's what you're doing right now. You're transmuting all of that negative shit into some incredible growth, and never, ever, 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 ever again is anybody going to have the power over you to try and destroy you the way that that couple tried to. And they almost succeeded. But never again. But yeah, that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that is in my description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.